Hello everyone! Today we will present the biography of one of the most important poets and playwrights in the world. You are talking about the Englishman William Shakespeare. The group consists of Emily, João Marcos, Leonardo Witter, and the magnific Guilherme Augusto Santos.
What we know of him currently are mostly his works, as his personal life lacks of historical sources that can confirm the facts. Therefore, there are many disagreements about him. However, not everything was lost, as it was common at the time to baptize children 3 days after birth. And the document of his baptism is April 26, 1564. It is believed that he was born 3 days earlier, on April 23, in the small town of Stratford-upon-Avon. Son of John Shakespeare, sub-prefect of Stratford, and Mary Orden, daughter of a landowner, William lived a life without major financial problems until the age of 12, when his father, who made pants, bags, and leather gloves, went bankrupt. From there, he began to work to help support the family. Even so, he did not stop reading classic authors, novels, short stories, and chronicles, which were fundamental in his formation as a poet and playwright. He married at 18 years, in 1582, with the villager Anne Hathaway, and together they had 3 children, Susanna and twins Judith and Hamnet. After the birth of the twins in 1586, there are very few historical traces of Shakespeare's life until he moved to London and began to succeed as an actor and playwright around 1592. Because of this fact, these years are known as Shakespeare's Lost Years. In fact, this is the second series of Lost Years. The first was between 1578 and 1582, but as the second was closer to its artistic maturity, it ends up being the most analyzed by historians.
Beginning in the mid-1590s, writing his history as an artist, Shakespeare approached for 20 years themes such as love, feelings, human, social, and political issues. Early in his career, it was his poetry, not his plays, that were acclaimed by the public. This was due to the fact that between 1592 and 1594, for 21 months, the theaters remained closed because of the plague. His two published poems are Venus and Adonis in 1593 and Rape of Lucrece in 1594. These two poems and their sonnets brought him recognition as a poet. His sonnets have become famous for exploring all aspects of love.
Shakespeare has written more than 38 plays, which are usually divided into 3 categories: comedies, historical plays, and tragedies. He did not publish his plays, since dramaturgy was not well paid at the time, so there was no copyright. Shakespeare intended that his plays should be represented instead of published. Now, let's understand the 3 categories of your plays.
Comedies. Some of his most famous comedies are All's Well That Ends Well, As You Like It, The Comet of Errors, Love's Labour's Lost, Measure for Measure, The Merchant of Venice, The Merry Wives of Windsor, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. William Shakespeare's comedies celebrate social life and expose human foolishness by going through stages. The first are mostly light farces, which include plots and comic characters. There are also cheerful comedies, marked by a cheerful tone and captivating characters. Problem-based comedies, on the other hand, deal with complex and often unpleasant themes, containing characters whose moral defects are more serious and difficult to modify than the defects of cheerleading or merry comedies.
Historical plays. Historical plays are popular in Shakespeare's time. He wrote 10 of these plays, depicting the ranks of the kings of medieval England and exploring realities of power that are still relevant today. The general theme of his plays was the importance of stable political order. but also the high moral and emotional price that usually has to be paid to achieve it. These historical plays served not only as source of entertainment, but also as important source of information about the nation's past. Shakespeare's historical plays are Henry First, Parts 1 and 2, Henry Fifth, Henry Sixth, Parts 1, 2 and 3, Henry Eighth, King John and Richard, Part 1 and 2.
Tragedies. Shakespeare's tragedies represent his greatest success in dramaturgy. They present as in-depth study of human nature. Among Shakespeare's greatest tragedies are Romeo and Juliet, Coriolanus, Julius Caesar, Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth have a common trait. The plot has its tragic hero, the main character, and this hero has a tragic flaw, a trait that is taken to the extreme and causes it to fall.
Shakespeare wrote most of his plays between 1590 and 1611, and all production is commonly divided into three phases. First phase, 1590 to 1602, historical plays, tragedies in Renaissance style, and some comedies. Second phase, 1602 to 1610, tragedies and comedies. Third phase, 1610 to 1611, less tragic, conciliatory plays. With the money acquired in the theatre company, Shakespeare became wealthy. He bought a house in Stratford and many other properties, such as acres of fertile land and a house in London. Around 1611, he retired to Stratford, where he had established his family. Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616, the same month and day traditionally attributed as being of his birth. There are many controversies about the cause of his death. Some unconfirmed sources suggest that he died due to a severe fever caused by drunkenness and alcohol consumption. Others even say he was the victim of a tumor in his eye, but it's just speculation.
Conclusion. Shakespeare had an incredible knowledge of human nature, explored in his characters. He illustrated and developed motives, defects, and human behavior. Reading his piece, we see elements of our own personality being portrayed. Shakespeare was a brilliant poet and playwright. His contributions to literature make him one of the greatest writers of all time.
Well, have you ever wondered what it would be like if William Shakespeare were to live today? We did a little prank showing how it could be your possible participation in a talk show. We used technology to recreate his face if he lived in the 21st century. Just a joke.
Hello guys, good morning y'all. Today we will have the presence of one of the most important stars in the world. We are talking about
William Shakespeare!
morning, okay? Will you please? Okay, calm please. So, how are your life now and how are the production of your new movie?
Well, now my life is busy because I am working and studying a lot because my new production about a movie, Romeo and Juliet. But I don't talk and tell about details and nothing because I don't give spoilers. And it's a big production, and I am realized now.
So, who will watch this movie? One is very
One's
much.
good, one's good.
Oh, good. So, to continue, some people say that this pen is very important for you, but we don't know why. Can you say?
Yeah, because this pen is special for me because I wrote the most historical plays, comedies, and tragedies with that pen.
That pen?
That's my little friend.
Okay, so give it.
Okay, no problem.
And some people say too that you know to do some magics. That's true?
Magics?
Magics.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Can you do some now?
No, because I don't have cards, nothing that.
Oh, that's no problem. We have here.
Oh shit, man. Okay, here we go again. Just I prepare. Choose someone.
Okay.
Don't show me.
Okay.
Look and show for the cameras. Put here, please. I close my eyes. Okay. Just look now.
Okay.
Ta-da! Your card,
no,
man.
No.
Yeah, your
that's
card.
not my
Yeah,
card. That's
give
not
that.
my
Your
card.
card, your card, man. Good
Okay,
magic.
yes, that's
good magic.
that's Shakespeare,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, thanks, man. Magic's with me. Give that, please.
And so, that clothes, that hat is normal for you? Is normal to use this?
Yes.
Okay, now we open for public questions.
Okay. Here's a question from Guilherme the Beautiful. Shakespeare, do you think of being a great videographer?
To be or not to be? That's the question, man. I don't know.
Okay. But is serious it is your style of clothing?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, man. I just say yes, man. Are you kidding me? No, don't touch me.
Discount.
I want that. I want that, man. I want that.
Discount.
I want that.
Hey, Shakespeare,
No,
we have a gift for you.
No,
discount. Come on, please.
Nothing.
We have a gift for you.
Hey, man. I say no. Thanks, please. No.
Are you leaving us? Hey, you forgot your gift. Hey,